key time periods for us. We were down 11 minutes to go by 1, and then we went on a run that got the lead. And I thought that helped us get the momentum and the crowd and just the atmosphere. And then we finished the first half strong. The last 3 minutes we got a double-digit lead and going into the locker room. And then second half, I thought Corey with his starting us off with the power move on the inside, and Brandon with the dunk from assist from Corey. Those 2 plays helped establish second half for us. And we were able to keep that double-digit lead. And they can really shoot the basketball, because that's when they got their lead, was making threes. And thought our players did a wonderful job on defense to allowing them to 40% for the game on field goals. And Brandon and Howard and Matt and Jay and Eric really worked hard at denying three-point shots for them. And then 34, I mean, he's an all-conference performer for them, and he's a handful, and he kept coming at us and kept coming at us. And Kyle can hit threes, he can drive, so you're always scared of him. But very pleased with our defense and getting the lead, holding the lead, and sustaining that lead. Questions?
Brandon, you seem particularly amped up for this one. I mean, the chance to play in a big crowd, national TV, does that all feed into it?
Yeah, it did. I mean, it fed into it, but me personally, I looked at this game as our conference against their conference, and I wanted them to feel that from the top of their conference to the bottom.
You also think you want to get on SportsCenter a few times. You guys are
just trying to make plays.
I think, you know what is great, it's a tough game because they're in the middle of their conference, or not in the middle, but at the end. We're at the end of our conference race and into play. But you just saw what competition is all about. You know, 2 teams went out and it was playing. You know, whether it's in front of a full-packed gym or out in the backyard or in the park, you know, you're playing, you know, and you compete. And I thought I was really pleased with how our guys just competed for the day. It was they would much rather play than practice. You know, coaches would rather practice to get better. Players would always rather play, and I thought they just loved to compete and enjoyed competing.
Corey, coming off the Milwaukee game, how nice is it to have a win of this caliber in this fashion, no pressure, no stress, to kind of bounce you guys back into a really grueling week you got coming up?
It was a lot of fun. I mean, especially to take a step out of our conference. Right now, there's a lot of battles going on in the conference right now for the number 1, 2, 3 spot. And just kind of step away, play somebody different. It was a lot of fun. Just kind of get away, and now we can go back and focus on those last 3 games. They're going to be really big.
Well,
Garrett, sure.
I know Matt Kenny's been battling a foot problem, and how close to 100% is he, and how much are you getting out of him that you want?
Matt Kenny is who Gary asked about, and Matt is not near healthy. No, in fact, he hasn't even practiced. He shows up. We try to get him enough for the games, but it's still sore, and he kind of limps around practice a little bit. But he's a warrior. He's a competitor, and we need him because he really competes and he rebounds and plays good defense. And he's very strong taking the ball to the hole. And so he's not near 100% at all, but he gives you what he has, and that's why his teammates appreciate him, and that's why we coaches appreciate him.
Corey, I've got to ask about the moment when about 12 minutes left to go before the game starts, Vitale comes out there, grabs you, starts posting you up and playing. I mean, what was that whole circus atmosphere like? I mean, that's a break from what you've normally gone through. What was that whole experience like?
That was a lot of fun. He must be a better defender than he is offensive. Because I don't know if he hit the rim a few times on some of those shots, but no, it was a lot of fun. I mean, the crowd really liked it. I enjoyed it. And, I tried not to, I wasn't going to block him. It felt bad. But it was really fun to have him there.
So Corey's going to invite him to come up to Green Bay with us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Corey, how important was it during the game? It seemed like every time they might have cut down to 9 or 10, you guys responded. Did you feel that out there today?
Oh yeah, the second half especially. I mean, we made a lot of big shots, big threes. They would come down and have an answer. And we've always talked about having that cushion in the game where they're chasing us and we're at the free throw line. And that's what happened tonight. And that was turned out to our advantage.
Homer, some of those alley-oops and stuff, we haven't seen that in big play because I think Is that something you can break out when it's an opponent that hasn't seen you in a while? Some of those things.
Probably very accurate. The conference, we know each other so well that you can't do some of your pet plays because they're ready for those plays. And so it was nice to be able to get an alley-oop in there to Mike to finish in there. And you are right, because you only get 1 day to prepare, 2 days to prepare, so you don't know a whole lot. In conference, you know each other very, very well.
Was it nice to see Mike come out and hit those 2 threes right away and just erase any?
Yes, very, very pleased with the toughness that Mike came out with, and I was pleased with the whole team because as coaches, we weren't sure how our team was going to react because we played hard at Milwaukee and came up short, and don't know, but the character of these guys came out, and it showed tonight. I mean, they're competitors and they competed, and very I'm just honored to be around them. They get me very, very, very much motivated and contagious with their desire to play.
Even though this was a fun day, and but it's a non-conference game, and it's almost like an exhibition. I mean, it counts in your record, but it's just a game in the middle of a very important road trip in your conference race. Now you have a real short turnaround. You got to play in Green Bay on Monday. Do you think that this game ends up being a distraction in the middle of such an important stretch?
Brandon, tell them.
No, it's not. I mean, we're going to prepare tomorrow for Green Bay, and we'll be ready to play there. Just go out there and try to get the victory.
It's definitely more than an exhibition game. I mean, you're looking at a team from the top of the valley playing a team from the top of the horizon. I mean, that's certainly good to match up against a top team from another conference like that going into the final stretch.
And you do have pride in the horizon. You know, you're proud. We were happy Wright State, beat Hofstra. Did Green Bay end up beating? No, Southern came back.
By 1, 6
By 1, okay. So you're proud to represent your conference in this as well. And to me, this is a good practice to get us ready for Green Bay, because Green Bay is very physical, and so it helped us prepare for Monday night.
Brandon, does 20 wins mean anything to you? Is that a milestone when you start?
It means we get a plaque in the team room.
It was one of the goals the guys we talked about earlier, was to get 20 wins and get a plaque, and now we got to step up for the next goals this week.
Brandon, how satisfying is it to get that 20 wins after last year? And this is only Coach Drew's second 21 season since he came back.
I mean, it's great. I mean, it's a great accomplishment, just like Coach mentioned. But we know that that's just one of our goals of a few more that we want to attain the rest of the season. So we got to keep working hard and just keep doing what we do.
With Green Bay, the 1 day turnaround, again, the familiarity in the conference, does that ease that burden, the fact that you guys have played it before and it's something you've seen before at least?
Well, it's both ways. They know they're familiar with us, and we're familiar with them, and so it's going to be about who can execute on Monday.
I'm very happy to see Brandon on the court in that game, too.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Good point.
There's bad weather coming. Are your travel plans affected by that? There's supposed to be a lot of snow in Green Bay the next 2 days.
I have not heard that yet. I have not heard
It's not looking good.
It's okay. We go up there and it's always snowy or cold, so we're used to that. We're used to that. Enjoy your day.